Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for December 29th until January 4th. I'm going to start us off by pulling three main cards for you. It's kind of your themes for the week. So I'm just shuffling my Shaman Oracle right now, and then I'll move on to the Herbiary deck and the Quantum Oracle next for you. Okay. Perfect. Moving on to the Herbiary deck. We will be doing tarot as well. I'm just pulling the main themes for the week before we dive in here. And if you are curious about the full month of January ahead, I do have readings for that out as well for you, Libra. And I also have the full year ahead in case you're curious about that. Okay. One more from the Quantum Oracle for Libra. One more shuffle. Beautiful. Alrighty. Perfect. Pardon my reach. Now I'm going to be drawing some Manga Tarot for you next. And then we will dive in. I will be clarifying the tarot as well, so no worries there. Now I will say I do read intuitively, so take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. If you like what you hear, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. It really does help the channel out. As you can see, my channel is still brand spanking new. Although tarot is definitely not new to me. I've been doing tarot since I was 15 maybe? 15, 16. We're going to go with 16 to be safe. So yeah, I've been doing tarot for about 15 years. I'm old. Surprise. All right. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into your reading here, Libra. But we're going to go through the Oracle cards first. So you're currently getting the Ancestor of Boundaries. I really like this. Boundaries is how we honor ourselves, how we treat ourselves with respect. Boundaries is not inflicting our will on others. Boundaries, a great example of a boundary would be, if you're going to do this, then I'm going to remove myself from this situation. That's what a good boundary is. A boundary is not saying, if you're not allowed to do this. Boundaries are not something that we enforce on others. It's something we do for ourselves. So it's a response to, right? So I like to see that, especially around the holiday season, because I know family can cause a lot of issues sometimes, right? But you're also getting the Ripple Outward card. It's talking about healing within, talking about being in the moment, being in a flow state here, being grounded. Now, this also kind of talks about sharing your light within, rippling it outward, allowing your light to shine and the rays to reach every corner of this planet. So I really like to see that, especially bolstered by our star card. We're going to get into it. Don't worry, though. Now, your Quantum Oracle is talking about professional assistance. This is really interesting here. I am curious how this guy is going to tie into our reading. I kind of get the vibe here, especially with Ancestor of Boundaries, this ripple outward, and professional assistance. I kind of get the vibe that some of you guys might be looking for ways to kind of expand your business, expand your practice, whatever that may be for you. And I mean, this can also talk about seeking out help regarding like therapy, things like that. Therapy is great. I am an advocate for that. So if you are considering doing some healing within and you need a little bit of extra help, I want to encourage you guys to reach out to the people that you love, your friends, your family, your loved ones, people that have your back, that support you. And not only that, but if you're able to, I realize that therapy is not always available to all of us. I am very aware of that. So I will say professional assistance can come in so many different forms. We can seek out books, right? There you are in a library. But I do also want to point out that this professional assistance, this could also be you as well, rippling outward and sharing your profession, your professional advice, your gifts with others. But we're going to go ahead and dive right into the tarot portion of the reading, and we'll get a more full picture for you for this upcoming week, Libra. But it looks like you're starting off the week at the Six of Cups. This talks about nostalgia, talks about happiness in the home, in the heart. It's a kind of a joyous time. And I mean, especially it being around the holiday season, nostalgia is bound to show up. It's really hard not to think about the past in these times. Because I mean, Christmas, New Year's, all that jazz, or just the holidays. I mean, not everyone celebrates Christmas, right? But just this time of year in general, there's a lot of time with family, especially because, I mean, the powers that be, they give us the Christmas time off. They don't acknowledge any other holidays. God forbid other holidays exist that aren't Christian holidays. But yeah, so it is. Sorry about my little TED Talk rant there. But yeah, it feels very nostalgic. It feels very happy, like you're kind of looking back fondly on these memories that you have. And this moves you into the Star card. Gorgeous. This is talking about inspiration. It's talking about healing within, this transformation within. It's encouraging you to shine brightly, to ripple outward, share those positive vibes. The most amazing thing, if you can pull someone out of a bad mood and watch those ripples spread, their positivity spreading, it's like it's the notion of like a butterfly wings, a butterfly flaps its wings across the world, and then on the other side of the globe, there's a hurricane kind of thing. I feel like you have this ability to cause waves at this time in a good way. Like you're able to spread this joy, this love, this happiness here, to spread this light and let it shine brighter and brighter. Now this moves you into the Page of Wands. And this is talking about new opportunities coming your way. This can indicate travel for some of you guys with the pyramids in the background. But I do want to say the Page of Wands also encourages creativity. So if there's something that you're working on, definitely add your own artistic flair, add your own authentic shine to it, kind of, right? Now, we're going to go ahead and dive into our clarifications here, and we're going to get a more full sound picture for you, Libra. Spirit, what is the Six of Cups here? Okay, we'll take one more. Okay, so the Six of Cups, this nostalgia here, this looking back to the past. I pulled two clarifications. The first being the Ten of Cups is the joy, these childhood dreams that you were chasing. I feel like that's going to hold a lot of value for you at this time. Looking back at what brought me joy when I was younger, what dreams did I want to chase, that kind of idea. Now, the second clarification is the Nine of Swords. So this talks about some pain. This talks about a reoccurring pain or heartache that you've been experiencing here. So this being related to the nostalgia, this looking back into the past, It's like I feel like you're seeing things pretty clearly here. You're looking back on it. I mean, I feel like you're choosing to focus on the 10 of Pentacles. You're choosing to focus on the dreams, the happiness, the joy that you felt as a child, how things flowed effortlessly, right? But you're also very acknowledging of the 9 of Swords part of things, the parts in our childhood that cut us, that hurt us. And kind of what I'm getting from this is you're finding treasure here within. You're finding joy in the past, but you're also healing these pieces of you from when you were younger, things that hurt, things that cut you, right? And I feel like this allows you to step forward with more light. And I mean, this may require setting up boundaries for sure, especially when I'm seeing this nostalgia with the 9 of Swords. This could be a person in our past, you know, a family member, even an old friend, like an old childhood friend that has caused us some pain. It's up to us what we want to do with that. I see you healing here, healing from this, but it's kind of are we healing the friendship or this connection here that may have caused us pain? But are we mostly healing ourselves? I definitely feel like there's a lot of self-healing here happening, but I feel like, yeah, you might need to forgive and heal these past wounds that you're feeling here. I will mention, overall speaking, in the general energy, there's a lot of shadow work happening at this time. I feel like a lot of people are removing the residual energy blocks or things like that that had been coming up in 2024. We're just moving past this energy so we can step into 2025 feeling lighter, like we're ready to rock and roll. So we're going to move into the star here, this healing, this radiance that you're bringing forth, Libra, and we'll see what that entails. Spirit, what is the star? One more. Okay, so the star card, this healing, this encouragement to shine your light, not to hide it, to ripple outward, right? This is being confirmed by the 5 of Pentacles. So this tells me there's a side of yourself that has felt left out in the cold. There's a side of yourself that has felt maybe like things weren't going so well, whether it's your finances, your health, friendships, family, things like that. This is what you're healing. This is what you're working on. You're getting out of the cold is what I'm getting here. And I feel like you're stepping inside where it's warm, because the 5 of Pentacles talks about, like, yes, we're feeling left out in the cold. We're feeling depressed. We're feeling like things aren't doing so well. But the solution to the 5 of Pentacles is to step inside where it is warm, to seek out guidance, right? So this moves you into the King of Cups. When you're healing this side of yourself that feels left out in the cold, that feels like everything's going wrong kind of thing. When you're willing to step inside where it's warm, it brings you into the King of Cups, where you're feeling more emotionally sturdy and strong, more courageous. You may be surrounded by choppy waters, but you're strong. You have a strong, sturdy foundation that you can rely upon here. And this also talks about helping others. The King of Cups is a very charitable person. They're happy to help others. They're happy to share the things that they have. Their cup is overflowing, so they're willing to pour some into other people's cups. So yeah, for some of you guys, you might be pouring this love, this care into someone else's cups because you've got some left over to share, right? And you're shining that light. It's helping you to ripple outward and to share those positive vibes, that love, that care with the people around you who deserve it, who need it too. This is really interesting, Libra. Now this moves you into the Page of Wands. As we had talked about, this is new opportunities, new ventures, potentially travel for some of you guys. And the Page of Wands also encourages us to be creative, as does the King of Cups. If you have a creative project that you are considering, shine it, baby. Show it off. Don't be afraid to spread the positive ripples outward. Because you have boundaries put up, you're safe, you're protected. This antler here tells me you're safe, you're protected. It's okay to step out into the light, to show off what you've done. All right. So, Spirit, what is our Page of Wands? I'll take one more. Our Page of Wands here, this new endeavor, and this is positive forward movement here. This is talking about new opportunities potentially. It's confirmed by the Nine of Pentacles. This is you training your focus. And once again, creativity very much being highlighted. We can see her playing the piano. And this piano is made out of a freaking tree. What does this tell me? This tells me that your creativity is rooted in something foundational, for lack, I don't know if that's a word, foundational. This is part of one of your foundations for who you are. You have a blossoming creative spirit that needs to be shared. It's budding, allow it to blossom, to ripple outward, to shine brightly. Like, creativity is very much being highlighted here. And I feel like, especially with this Six of Cups and this healing here within our inner child, basically, for lack of better words here, this healing, this looking inward for this nostalgia, the good and the bad, this might be something you're able to transmute into something more positive if it's the Nine of Swords. If it's the Ten of Pentacles from your childhood, this positive love, this happiness, this joy, that can be brought forward, that can be shared, right? Now, this Nine of Pentacles, once again, it is talking about training your focus. You are definitely focused at this time, and you're focused on creating a more beautiful space for yourself, your environment, to help you to blossom and flourish. And this is confirmed by the Six of Swords. This is you moving on to calmer shores. You're leaving the choppy waters behind. You're using better communication as well, which is something that is highlighted here by the Six of Swords. And it's being confirmed by the Queen of Wands. Further talking about creativity. She's got a harp made out of a tree. Do the creative thing. I'm calling you out, Libra. Please do the creative thing. I don't care what it is. You need to share it. You need to let it see the light of day, because this is part of you. This is a part of your spirit, part of your soul. And the Queen of Wands talks about expressing that creativity, shining it, spreading it outward. Now, she also talks about knowing her worth, feeling empowered in your space, knowing that you have something good to share with the people around you. And don't be afraid to seek out help if you need it. But I also kind of see like a lot of you guys you are the professional assistants. You are the help that is needed at this time, because you're shining brightly and you're spreading this positivity, this creativity, this beauty within the self and within the world as rippling outward. This is fantastic, Libra. I think I'm going to leave it here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and you're going to have a wonderful week. Take care now, Libra.